Now, my name is MC. I happen to be the MC for you tonight, as well as my co-MC. This is Yotes, a very gorgeous one. We're honored to be your host tonight, and on behalf of the bride and groom and their parents, Madam Jennifer King and Mr. and Mrs. Tan Yong King, we would like to thank you, everyone, for taking the time to share our joy tonight.
各位来宾，大家晚上好，我是 Yotes， 在我身边的是 MC。 我们将是今晚的司仪。首先，我们代表双方家长陈永庆夫妇和翁若珍女士，感谢各位在场的嘉宾在百忙之中抽空出席陈雨生和李艳玲的结婚喜宴，和你们给予这对新人的祝福。
So before we invite the couple in, Billy and Yelin has actually prepared a video for all of us to actually share and enjoy the precious moments they had together from the very first time they met until today. So let us all turn our attention to the screen.
在我们欢迎这对新人的入席之前，让我们呈现 Billy 和燕玲的恋爱成长的过程，请大家观赏。
Enjoy.
To my dearest B, you are the sweetest and most endearing person I have known. Since the first day we've met, your big brown eyes and carefree personality had captured my heart. Ever since we got together, I realized that a lifelong partner is not about being the most perfect person, but someone who understands you and loves you regardless.
My days would always start with you. We would wake up, hold hands, with nothing to lose. The seconds lingered on as we played our favorite songs. Now every moment goes by so fast. Can we slow down time? Just you and I. Lights are flashing, people move, but when I look into your eyes, we can slow down time. Baby, we can slow. Baby, we can slow. Our life is busier these days. We can't keep track of the memories we made. The scenery will change. Will you still love me the same? Let's freeze the moment before it's past. Can we slow down time? Just you and I. Lights are flashing, people move, but when I look into your eyes, we can slow down time. Baby, we can slow. Baby, we can slow. Can we slow down?
I don't know what the future may hold for us. All I know is that it is you I want to hold on to go through every tomorrow together, day by day, step by step, hand in hand. And it's only me with you that we will make a great pair. I love you.
Just you and I. Lights are flashing, people move, but when I look into your eyes, we can slow down time. Can we slow down time? Just you and I. Lights are flashing, people move, but when I look into your eyes, we can slow down time. We can slow down time. We can slow down time.
Fantastic video. Let us rise now and put our hands together to welcome Billy and Yelin.
请大家起立预备。
your heart break wherever you're going. I'm going your way. Drifters all to see the world. There's such a lot of world to see. We're after the same rainbows and waiting round the bend. My huckleberry friend, river and me.
Provide for each other. Let's wish the couple a sweet and blissful marriage.
Family, friends, colleagues, I hope you guys are enjoying the dinner and drinks as I am. And for now, I just want to introduce myself again. I'm MC and I've been a friend of Lee for a while now. And since he volunteered me to be MC, I think I should give a few words about him. Now, Billy is an awesome guy. We share a lot of things in common, especially technology. He's always equipped with the latest phone, I guess you guys all know. And he loves to travel from the pages of his photo shoot. I think you should be able to tell here and then as well. And I think one of the more important things is his passion for whiskey. I share that as well. So, how many of you here think that Billy drinks pretty well? The louder the response, I think the more he will drink, right? Yeah? Billy cannot drink. Okay. Billy, it's time to prove to them by finishing the glass in your hand. Thank you, congrats, Billy.
But stand up, Billy, obviously.
Toasting all of you, have a good time tonight. It's an awesome dinner, and he's very excited now.
Cheers, Billy. Drink up. Bottom stuff, by the way.
But also there's... Come on now. Okay, never mind, you guys sort it out with me. But yeah, Lynn also has a couple of very close friends. Yoks, who's coming up to share more later?
So it's an important time now. So we're all gonna hear about Yan Ling's dirty little secrets while growing up. So we're gonna invite two of Yan Ling's closest friends to come up and give a speech. Just so you know, one of them is a teacher, one of them is a lecturer. So they're gonna give like super boring speeches. But it's okay because nobody will listen to you except the couple. So doesn't matter. Don't be nervous. Only 10% will be listening to you. Please come on lah. What are you waiting for?
我们欢迎燕玲的两位很亲的朋友 Bernice 还有 Joyce 来说一下故事。
But this you should also drink up. Okay, hi everyone. My name is Bernice. And I'm gonna start. Okay. So actually, where should I start? It's been 18 years since we met. I first heard of you before I saw you. I mean, who wouldn't know of the fastest school girl if you're in track and field at that time, right? So Yan Ling has had a very illustrious career as a national school athlete and later made the national team and even ran for the nation at the 2007 SEA Games. But this speech isn't a CV for her sporting career. This speech also isn't about how she is a high flyer in PE where she's working at. Actually, I also don't really know what this speech is about. So let's start. In our life, we like to chase numbers, grades, positions. We have a list of things we want to check out, things we want to do to validate our self-worth, New Year resolutions we try to abide to. I also have my own list every year, but mine is a list of top 10 things. So it sounds very
very primary school, right? But the truth is that as we grow older, we have our circle of friends shrink, and I always use it to evaluate friendships. So if you do not already know, Yet has been my mother since we were 13. Also pleased to share that Yet has always made this every year without fail. Let me give you 3 reasons why. Actually, let me first show you this bar graph. So this is how much we would eat before we eat. Okay? So before we came into our lives, we spent a lot of time together doing stupid things, from our makeshift barbecue at the reservoir to printing lyrics to Chinese duets and practicing in the car, talking rubbish about boys, farming together and throwing apples in Korea. And then Billy came. And life happened. Okay, without sounding too dramatic, even though Billy came in, the essence of our friendship never changed. I'm so glad that I can still page you anytime I need to, and that our friendship is very low maintenance. But it never ever feels weird about our place. You're the one friend I know who never judge me, even if I do something. Thank you for being my mother. So even after all the pranks that I take since young, she still falls for my tricks time and time again. I really don't get it. So here are 2 more recent examples. So last year, Billy proposed Yelling on 16 June and enlisted the help of some of her closest friends. On the afternoon, I asked her out, and she can still invite me to her family dinner without knowing that it was actually a proposal. So I just played along right up till I entered the room, and then that was only when she realized. Even more recently, just last Sunday, we were supposed to meet Ling at 2:30 to discuss some wedding stuff. But the girls decided to surprise her earlier for belated birthday lunch. So once again, I put on a great act over WhatsApp, and we started chatting about how hungry we were. Right up till she came to the restaurant. So every year I think Ling always needs to kena caught at least one time. But I guess that's also what makes her who she is, always full of trust and confidence in people. So my message to Billy is that if you dare to break this trusting heart of hers, you watch out, because you know who my friends are, right? That brings me to my last point. There are some friends that I am super protective over, and Ling is definitely one of them. So when you know someone over the years and you love them like you want the best for them. So over the years, I have always asked Ling whether she was sure if Billy is the one. But don't worry, Billy, from the start to the end, she was always very sure that it was you. So remember on the day of the proposal, Billy, you sent me this. Now I am ready to call you my father. So to my new father, Billy, please take care of Ling. I'm sure she has chosen you for a reason, just like how she has trusted me over the years. I trust her choice too. So here's me wishing the both of you all the best, and let God do the rest. Thanks.
Okay, now it's my turn. Hi everyone. Okay, I am Joyce, and I would say I am one of Yelling's best friend, and that is also true. Okay, so when Yelling asked me to do a speech for her, I feel pretty anxious about it, although I kind of started coming. Contrary to popular belief, I do get nervous speaking to a large crowd, even though I am a teacher. Okay, of course I wouldn't reject Yelling, so here I am now. Okay, addressing to everyone the beginnings of a wonderful friendship. Okay, so where should I start? Okay, I know Yelling since secondary school. Okay, days, but I wasn't very close to her then. Yelling is a popular girl in school, and she's an extremely fast runner. And I mean really fast. Okay, there's always newspaper reports about her and how fast she is. Okay, so for any guy wanting to chase her, it's never easy. Okay, so well done, Billy. Okay, you managed to chase after her. Okay, so Ming's dad. And we usually hung out with the other track people. Okay? So play pool, bowling, and take numerous neoprene photos together. Okay. So, however, the most memorable event I had with Yan Ling in secondary school was when we went for a concert together. Do you remember? What concert was that? With her mother. Okay, with you auntie as well. The three of us, we went for a concert together. Okay, and what concert was that? Ooh, Liu Liu. Oh, Liu Liu! How many of you actually remember 5566 during our time? Sending people. Okay. Okay, so I used to be extremely obsessed with them after watching MVP Qing Ren. Okay, especially this one guy in particular. Meng Zheng. Okay, so I decided he will become my boyfriend even though he didn't know that I'm his girlfriend. Okay, I even kept a photo of him in my wallet. So most of my friends in Saint okay, they know that I love Wu Liu Liu so much that they decided to buy me a ticket to their concert. Okay, and Yan Ling accompanied me, okay, with her mother as a chaperone. Okay, we had the most amazing time ever dancing to their music and waving the light sticks. Okay, I think even her mother enjoyed the concert as well, right, Auntie? I guess this is our very first taste of partying together in secondary school. Okay, by the way, coincidentally, 5566 is performing right now. Okay, at the Singapore Indoor Stadium FYI. Okay, that's why my other half, okay, is not able to attend the wedding today. Busy performing. Okay, I only got closer to Yan Ling after university. Okay, we caught up with each other and started hanging out more together. Okay, we would always club and drink together. Okay, of course it's not all just about partying. Okay, we also go for numerous runs together. Okay, she's always the one of the first few persons I go to if I want to hang out because she's really fun to be with and we just got along very well. Okay, so how I know that Yan Ling is one true friend that I know that I can depend on for life. Okay, years ago, I met with a family crisis and Yan Ling was there for me throughout. Okay, the time when I needed someone the most, she never failed to be there for me. She stayed with me so that I am never alone. Even when it comes to a point in time that I needed a place to stay, she offered to let me stay at her place. Okay, it was a home away from home with a family, all so welcoming. Okay, and I recall vividly the ever so delicious fish porridge made by Mali. Mali's not here. Where's Mali? Okay, cooked by her maid Mali, mixed with Mama. Okay, yeah, so, but Mali's not here. I wanted to address her. Oh yeah, Mali's back. Mali, I still remember your fish porridge. Yeah, so hoping to try your fish porridge again, Mali. Okay, I'm really very grateful and appreciative of Yan Ling and the family for opening up their home to me. Okay, the things that Yan Ling does for me, okay, organizing most of my birthday parties. Okay, I don't think I can ever really reciprocate. She has a heart of gold and a true friend who is non-judgmental and willing to let listening ear and an open hand in times of need. So I want to say a big thank you, Bestie. Okay, what can I say about the crew? Before I met Lily, Yan Ling was already talking about him, and whenever she mentioned him, her eyes will light up. And she will be very excited. I have never seen Yan Ling this happy with someone before. And I thought to myself that, wow, this guy must be someone incredible, right? So I imagine him to be a mishmash of, you know, Takashi Kaneshiro, Aaron Kwok. I haven't met Lily yet, mind you, so I don't know how he looks like. So I thought, this is how I imagine him to be. Okay? So Anthony Lau and Thomas Ong, who is actually Yan Ling's childhood crush. Okay? So then I finally met Lily. I first met Lily at Sports Hub. Okay? When he and Yan Ling came down to watch the track Singapore Open International Schools track meet a couple years back, my first impression of Billy was that he seemed very studious. Okay, to be honest, not someone I expected. Yannick and him seem to be polar opposites of each other. And she's very sporty and into fitness, and he not so. But somehow they seem to complement each other very well. So as the saying goes, opposites attract, right? I believe that Yannick is at her happiest she's ever been with Billy, and they bring out the best in each other. I'm glad that she found him, and I do believe that he's the one for her. I know that Billy will treat her well, and she will be in good hands. Okay, no, he may not be Thomas Ong, okay, but he's special, the only one in a billion and many times over to Yannick. Okay, so Billy, you know that marrying Yannick comes with a plus one, right? It's me, it's me. I'll be with you for the rest of eternity too. Okay? Okay lah, when the baby comes, it will be a plus 2 or even plus 3. Then we will all be one big happy family. And with Bernice also. Bernice also. And with Bernice also. Okay, with everyone lah. Okay, everyone here. Okay, so I would like to end off my speech by Yannick's favorite author and book, Paulo Coelho. Okay, the Alchemist. Oh yeah, so this is the picture with the 12 one. It comes with plus 1. Okay, so remember that wherever your heart is, there you will find your treasure. Okay, so to the loving couple, I believe your treasure is already beside you. Okay, don't you all agree? So let's push a toast. Cheers!
Okay, so Billy and Yannick will be going for the second repeat change. The rest of you just enjoy dinner. Thank you.
Hi everyone, hope you're enjoying your dinner so far. Anyway, once again, thanks to the two bridesmaids for giving us very entertaining speeches. Just as a testament to what Joyce has shared, Yannick only has eyes for Billy. Because sometimes we talk about guys, we're like, oh, Ryan Gosling, for example, we'll say Ryan Gosling is so cute. And then Yannick will say, no, Billy is cuter. I'm like, I mean, all I can say is beauty is in the eye of the beholder, so I don't know, can't say too much.
Anyway, again, once on behalf of all the couple and their parents, one couple and their parents, we thank you all for the wonderful gifts and your anpaos and your precious time in gracing tonight's session.
各位来宾，今天对这对新人来说可是深具意义。在此，我代表双方家长与这对新人再次向各位致以120分的谢意。如有招待不周之处，敬请见谅。
So the very sweet couple has actually prepared a very special item for their family to express their love, gratitude and appreciation, especially to Mr. and Mrs. Tan and Madam Eng. And please sit back and give your fullest attention to what's coming up next.
Hello, Daddy and Mommy. I am finally getting married today. After taking care of me for the past 33 years, I would like to say a few words to you. This is my father, William. As you all can see, this is where I inherited my head full of white hair from. Ever since I was young, he is a man of a few words. We rarely or almost never had any lengthy conversations, but he is always silently there. Daddy, today I just want to say thank you for everything you have provided me with. Thank you for being the father you are to me. Back when I was a little boy, I remember how you will spoil me with everything I want. From the latest Ericsson phones, to $300 Nike shoes, to the newest Sega and Nintendo gaming sets. You will always find ways and means to get them for me. Thinking back, I am not sure if it's the best way to bring up a child, but I do know that you did it out of your love for your children. Ever since I started working, I know that it is not easy how you and Mommy work hard to provide for Jeremy and me. From ferrying me everywhere in the past and now, once in a while still offering to send and pick me up from airports when I travel. My growing up journey with my dad wasn't exactly the smoothest. As they say, everyone has their downtime, but most importantly, it is not to give up but to get better. This includes my dad, who was put in a financially difficult situation at one point, but the family stayed together and we all overcame all odds. Because of this, I had to resign from my stable banking job to join the financial services industry at Advisors Click. And this is the place where I met Yan Ling. He is all the best anyone can ask for as a father, but definitely room for improvement. I promise I will spend more time and have more conversations with you from now on. This is my brother Jeremy. He is 31 years old this year, although he looks like he just turned 20. He looks very shy, but he is always very friendly. When we are around family and friends, he is always the one who is so busy with everything and helping to do anything. Ever since who knows when, whenever people see us together, no one will never believe he is my brother. As my parents like to say, either of us is picked up from the rubbish bin. Your working career has not been the smoothest sailing all these years, but you excel in many ways, like speaking and writing fluent Japanese, teaching and guiding many young people in the temple. You have what it takes and you have to build up that confidence and you will definitely do better. Your contribution to the family is always very much appreciated. Especially, I am always out and not home so often. You are the person that cooks lunch and dinner for Mommy and Daddy. And yes, your cooking is pretty decent. Quick word of advice. Once in a while, you do resemble both our parents. Your temper can be very bad sometimes. Do remember and keep it cool. Screaming and shouting doesn't get things done. Mommy, 你一直是我们家庭的支柱，努力工作赚钱养家，无微不至地照顾家里的3个男人，还有很多时候在佛堂为我们祈祷。从小你就教我做人要节俭，要知足。我想我应该听错了，因为我都做倒反了。谢谢你所为这个家庭做的一切，你无微不至的照顾与疼爱。从我出生时的那一刻，我就让你辛苦了，让你在医院里40多个小时才把我生出来，真的辛苦你了。从小你和爹地都在工作，了不起的是你会在6点15分到家，6点45分就把全家的饭煮好了。在过去的30多年，你从来没有埋怨过在同样一个公司做同样一份工作，就是为了照顾家庭。直到你最近终于退休了，可以好好休息了。你从不在自己身上花太多钱，都是为了家庭着想，担心家里够不够钱用，身体和精神都劳累许多了。这就是为什么每个人都说世上只有妈妈好。我终于理解了这一点。经过多年的担忧，我今天终于结婚了。现在你可以让燕玲操心。You can rest and relax and worry lesser now. 我仍然会带你出去吃饭。有时如果我太忙忘记了，随时都可以打电话给我。我们还是可以去吃不同的素食料理。虽然对我来说，全部的味道都是一样的。我想我从来没有对你这么说过，妈咪，我爱你。
Can you recognize this little ugly duckling beside me? Yes, I'm the cuter one. But that didn't last long. Everyone tells me that my sister is very, very pretty. And yes, I agree. She is beautiful both on the inside and the outside. Fern, thank you for being the sweetest sister one can have. Thank you for caring for me and attending to my demands like as if you are the elder sister sometimes. Thank you for being someone I can go to whenever I need an honest opinion or just to rant. There are so many precious moments we both shared, I really don't know where to start. From times like us playing ROCK Rock because we cannot sleep, to making pavlova from shower foam, to us adopting each other when our boyfriends are busy, and the time spent together on my wedding prep. I am so grateful for you. Now that I'm married, and you will too very soon, it will not distance us, but I foresee us making new memories together with Billy, Keith, Belle, our future kids and family. My brother, like my sister, stole all the good-looking genes, but one of my friends commented, at least they left more of the fast-twitch muscles for me. Koko, since young, you have been a very giving brother to me and Yinfen. Even though Papa was stricter to you than us, it didn't matter to you. I remember during our meals together, you always had to give up both the drumsticks and both crepes pincer to your two sisters, and you did so willingly. Even until now, you are so generous to us. When Dad passed away, you took charge of the household. You took charge of the finances without hesitation. You never demanded for me to contribute much, nor needed for me to provide for anything. All you wanted was actually just for me to know what I want, to be able to stand up for myself, to read and learn more so that I can be self-reliant. I am so thankful to have you as my elder brother, someone I can go to when I need advice, someone who is ambitious, yet down to earth, and never saw the need to be extravagant, someone who is strict on your values, someone who I will look up to always. I love you, Shuan and Ian. And of course, not forgetting the very important lady who brought the three of us up. Mummy, thank you for making sure I had a fulfilling and complete childhood. You made sure that my weekends were packed with extracurricular activities. And on a day when I had no classes, you would bring all of us shopping for many, many hours. And at the end of the day, I remember getting grumpy and tired every single time. You loved to throw parties for us. You would sign me up for different dance events. Until today, you would encourage me to take part in all the public marathon races. While Dad took care of the household necessities, you made sure that we had more than what we wanted. Not only in the material things you gave us, but more importantly, moments and experiences which I will treasure for life. You were always there at most of my track and field competitions, and every time I went overseas, you and Dad will always be there to send me off and welcome me home, like my greatest cheerleaders. Thank you for being so involved in my childhood, for being a huge part of my decision-making processes, and seeing me through my joy and tears. As I grew up until now, I remember the times when I get rude and impatient with you, yet you always gave in to me. Mummy, sorry for all the times you have to bear with this daughter of yours. Sorry for all the times you have to worry for me, because I am back late or when I have no work appointments. Or maybe just because you are a kanchiong spider. Now that I'm getting married, you have another son to worry for. But please do not do that because you will grow old very quickly. Billy will take care of me, and the both of us will take care of you. I love you. My dad may not be here with us today, but he is always on my mind and in our hearts. So my dad was the disciplinarian of our home. Nobody really tries to go against him. Dad is so strict that even hearing the sound of the gates opening and then his car engine, I would start to feel sian that he is home. There was this one time, he made me finish my vegetables until I was eating and crying at the same time. If you knew him, he would have once screamed or reprimanded you before, and that is so normal to all of us. But Dad has a heart of gold, and everyone knows that too. He loves me, he loves our family, through his consistent actions day after day, year after year. He starts his morning by bringing Amma for breakfast every day without fail, and then he will always buy the same pack of bee-hoon soup for me, which I never got sick of. He also sends me around whenever I need to go for my early trainings or competitions. Papa, thank you for loving us with all your heart, for protecting me fiercely, and providing the best you can for me and our family. My dad has a side of him that is extremely friendly, fun, and he is someone who loves to host. When there is a stage, he will be up there. Our home used to be filled with noise and laughter every Saturday when our relatives would gather. Papa, if you were here today, you will be drinking, singing, cheering for me while you see me and Billy walk down the aisle. I love you and I miss you. And I also want to tell you that I have found the one whom I love. And he will also love and protect me like you do.
Dear ladies and gentlemen, may we please rise once more and put our hands together to welcome Billy and Yemin.
Anyway, I'm sure we've enjoyed a very meaningful video and a very touching scene. Very beautiful flowers presented to members. But let's turn the mood up a little bit to a more light-hearted one. So before we proceed on, I'm sure everyone here is very interested to find out what happened during this morning's gate crash. So I wasn't there, but I think Yokes was there. Maybe she can give us a little sneak preview of what happened.
Where are the brothers? Where are the brothers?
Scattered around.
Yeah, I think we were a bit easy on them this morning because all of you came out in one piece. I don't know what happened, but that was not the intention. So the real test will be tonight. So none of you can go home after dinner, just so you know.
Okay, very rare occasion. I think we should do a second round of gate crashing after the last dish.
That's what the whiskey is for, I think.
亲戚朋友们，等一下再灌给你喝酒。
Okay. So all the sisters had a great time. I'm sure the brothers did too. So we'll show you the highlights of this morning's gate crash.
现在让我们一起分享今早迎亲的喜悦片段，所以我们敬请观赏好不好？
I'm a flame, short of fire. I'm the dark in need of light. And we touch, you inspire. Feel it changing me tonight. Take me up, take me higher. There's a world not far from here. We can dance in desire. Burn in love tonight. My heart's alive, firestorms, and when they strike, we feel the love. Sparks will fly, they ignite our bones. When they strike, we light up the world. strangers in the night. And we all come together. To the world will testify. Our hearts alive, firestorms. When they strike, we feel the love. Sparks will fly, they ignite our bones. When they strike, we light up the world. Firestorms. When they strike, we feel the love. Sparks will fly, they ignite our bones. When they strike, we light up the
That was quite a video. I think they had a lot of fun in the morning and day. I'm sure they're still having fun right now. So we'd like to invite Billy and Yan on stage for their champagne toasting.
Time to drink again, Billy.
Yeah, come on, man. Prove your word. Wow.
Woo! Everybody give him a round of applause, please.
The pouring of champagne symbolizes wealth and the overflowing love.
据我所知，香槟仪式象征着财富源源不绝，爱情像流水，长长久久。Very nice.
Now, let's invite the lovely couple to offer each other a toast. May they enjoy everlasting marital life.
请新郎新娘相敬交杯酒，祝你们相敬如宾，永浴爱河。然后啦。
At this moment, can we invite the couple's parents, immediate family members and friends on the stage, the toasting ceremony, and not forgetting the Yam Seng party. So, you guys know who you are. Welcome on stage, brothers, sisters.
我们现在有请双方家长与亲朋好友上台来向大家敬酒。
Ladies and gentlemen, let us rise and toast to the beautiful couple, wishing them happiness and good health for a lifetime ahead.
请大家起立，举起杯子，以3声迎圣来祝贺这对新人。
会不会责任？我
Already? But first toast to our newlyweds, wishing them a blissful marriage.
第一杯，祝他们永结同心。Ready? 1, 2, 3.
I expect better for the second toast. For the second toast, we wish our newlyweds an everlasting love. Ready? 1, 2.
For the third toast, we wish our newlyweds to start a family soon and bountiful children in their lives ahead.
最后我们祝他们早生连生贵子。We thank you all and please be seated.
谢谢大家，请各位就坐。
We shall now invite the couple to say a few words of appreciation.
我们邀请我们的新人给大家献上致辞。Oh yeah, so there is still you need another drink.
Hello everyone. Good evening. Thank you. Thank you everyone for taking time off to attend this special day of ours. Your presence is truly appreciated. Our lives have crossed paths one way or another. Yeling and myself are sincerely very happy that it happened. First off, we'd like to thank the MCs, Yokes and Mervin, for the fantastic job of providing very cool humor. The beautiful bridesmaids, Shun, Joyce, Yokes, Bernice, Gloria, for helping out with everything leading up to today, and not giving my groomsmen and myself a hard time actually. And more importantly, thank you for being part of Ian's lives. Also to my brothers, Alex, Sujin, Vincent, Ye, James. Knowing all of you guys since primary school, secondary school. Xiangjing, yeah. Oh, okay, sorry, Xiangjing is knowing everyone since primary school and secondary school, I'm finally in the married man gang right? All except Alex, he's still single. Yeah. So, Joyce. Let us have more sessions of beef party, durian party, barbecue, and of course our favorite pastime, CDD. Okay. But more so, I'm looking forward to all our families growing bigger together. To the people at the Advisors Clique, thank you Lionel, Sean, Ho Chang, Colin, Irene, and so many others. Where's the view of wrestling? Yeah. Right. For teaching and guiding us along in work and life for the past 10 years, it is an amazing place.
And of course, thanks to Daisy, Shuan, and my team for always being there for me and your constant support. Thank you.
And of course, to all our wonderful clients who have given us your trust and support in this amazing career, and of course, many more years to come.
Sorry, I just saw my friend's face and I wanted to thank my group of friends, Kit and Vanessa, and the guys there too. Thank you.
To Jerry and Shuan, thank you for always being so welcoming, and we will definitely visit here more, and an excuse for wine, of course. So.
It's all about you.
To Yitwen and Keith, you guys are amazing, and definitely looking forward to spending more time with you guys. And of course, to Keith, I can finally say to you, enjoy the process when you start planning your wedding next year.
And to Uncle Jeff and Giging, Kuku and Giging, thank you for always helping us with the things that we need. Like in the last week, you were at my place 3 times already because you really had to help my mom with the things that she couldn't decide. Thank you.
To my special auntie, Anna Jie, you have seen me since I was a baby until now, I'm married. You actually always taking care of me and looking out for me. I think you have taught me very many important lessons and values, and I believe it is a very huge impact on the way I turn out. So thank you, and you always have dinner more often.
So to my new mommy and daddy, thank you for always welcoming me to your place. Since the first time I met your family and together with Jeremy, your family has been extremely friendly and easygoing. Yeah, and you're always like concerned for the both of us and always bringing us out for dinner as well. Thank you. We'll go for more dinners together.
And of course, to my new mother, Jennifer, thank you for trusting me and being with me. I will take care of her love her as much as you do. I will be looking forward to our next holiday together. And of course, to my mommy and daddy, thank you for being the best parents one can ask for. I've actually said more than what I wanted to say in the video. So I think I'm not the easiest son to teach, but I think we all turn out okay. Of course, to my newly minted wife, I will promise to take care of you, to pamper you, and to love you for as long as I live. I love you.
Okay, so it's my turn now. Actually, a thought just came into my mind. I chose the right husband because actually I didn't prepare the script today, and Billy got all his points down already, so I thought I'd just write on the script and I'll just like chip in as and when. Yeah, so if you guys were here at the solemnization, it's actually there's a very good reason why I actually didn't prepare my script, because I would just flood the whole ballroom. Yeah, but anyway, I still have to say a few thank yous to my bridesmaids. Yeah, indeed, you girls have been a very important part of my childhood and until now, so thank you. Yeah, very, very happy that my relatives and family can actually gather here today. Yeah, I really hope that tonight I can go to all of you to say hi and thank you for coming. Yeah, and of course to my track and field friends whom I haven't met for so long. Yeah, I haven't gone to you guys yet, but I just hope that we'll spend some time together tonight. And just hope that this will not be be our last conversation. So stay back and help me and Jerry. Okay. Oh yeah, and to be here. Yeah, so whatever I said during the solemnization, I really said it from the bottom of my heart that since the first, okay lah, not the first day, but since I got to know Billy better and through the years, he's really the man that I know I can rely on and will make me a better person. He will definitely love my friends and family as well. So thank you, Billy.
Thank you, everyone.
Hello. Billy, you heard Yan-Ling, you don't really have a choice, you have to love us, okay?
Thank you, Billy and Yan-Ling, for the self-tear-jerking speech. It was awesome.
I was actually betting on Yan-Ling to cry because she's a crybaby, I mean.
Yeah, but she's also a smart crybaby, so she doesn't prepare her own speech to prepare.
But I didn't expect Big to be so emotional today.
So, thank all of them. Let's give them another round of applause. And as you continue to indulge in the sumptuous dinner and drinks, please get ready for photography. Just stay on the tables, don't run away yet. And if you have the last few words to say to the couple tonight, bring your glass over and make sure they drink to the heart's content.
谢谢雨生和燕玲，请再给这对新人热烈的掌声。在大家还在享用晚宴的当儿，这对新人将会到您的座位与你们合照，千万别走开。
I just want to thank my awesome co-host, Yokes, tonight. See you guys again soon.
Thanks everybody. We've now come to the end of the wedding banquet. Thank you all very much for your presence tonight. We hope you have all enjoyed the dinner and we have a pleasant evening.
Enjoy.